A look there inside a MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a good one in the AFC East. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. And off we go from East Rutherford. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Hurts going to hold on to this one. And it will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
17 yards. First down, Eagles.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Quick slant into the hands of Smith, and they'll take this down inside the 35. After that play, it stopped an injured Giant on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. First and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Now Hurts going to call his own number. The defense not biting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down. Shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Tyler Newman up from the secondary, working his way in to record the sack.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Here's Barkley, and nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
One more time, they try Barkley. And this one, blown up. Good serve, and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
The idea here on second down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a third and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on third and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
They'll run with Barkley, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it's fourth and goal.
A bit of a curious call there, Mike, on third and goal from this far out. You thought they would have turned to their passing game. They tried to catch the defense sleeping and keep it on the ground. Great job by the defense being ready for everything. Not only do they stop them, they take them back for a loss.
27-yard attempt.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. Eric Gray to return it. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So here come the Giants, and Greg, it is the latest stop for Russell Wilson. A decade and a Super Bowl in Seattle, 2 years in Denver, last year in Pittsburgh, and now Russell Wilson is the Giants QB.
Let's not forget, Mike. Not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
That's a move that deserves more than he got in terms of yards. Just a gain of 2.
At the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the 24 now, here's second and 7. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
This is third and 6. They go play action with Wilson. We'll get this into the hands of Navy. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Look on the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Giants first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A quick throw out wide, caught left side, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. The shotgun, Wilson, and he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
He was tackled at the 46-yard
Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 13 yards.
13 yards on that pass play. First down, Philadelphia. Off the play fake, Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Brian Burns gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one's pulled in by Brown. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-3 game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Play fake. Here's Wilson. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
On second down, Russ. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the third and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Back deep for Philly, it's Cooper DeJean. And great coverage on special teams to mark it down inside the 5-yard line. So the two sides going to make that long walk to the other end of the field. All even, 3 apiece, the score. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Taken down at his own 7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
To throw is Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3rd down.
To the air again. Hurts. That one caught by Smith. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Barkley. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Left side, it's caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have the Eagles first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
We're out of the gun. They give it to Barkley, and he'll get about 5.
The tackle by Brian Burns. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. Hurts. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Giants offense headed back to take over once more. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Play action. Now, Wilson. Look wide. Get this one complete. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. A big-time play out of the G-Man. And even 50 yards.
That's good for a Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
A carry here for Tracy. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Slayton is the man in motion. Tracy. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now Russ. He'll step up, and he's into the end zone. Russell Wilson. Touchdown, Giants. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Giants take a 10-3 lead.
Eagles 3.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. On play action, Hurts. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. shotgun snap now to Hurts. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And third down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, here's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
On second down, Hurts. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one just too far, out in front, and it's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down. Again, Hurts. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Yards. And an Eagle first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 6. Hurts again. That's caught. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
First down,
A pickup of 14 as he takes it to the 14.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
He takes off, and they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
is caught in the middle of the end zone. Dallas Goedert, touchdown, Eagles.
Philadelphia.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So now this to get him back to even heading into the break. He's got it. And the Eagles will tie things up. It's now 10-10. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3.
We got this. This could be it. This could be the turning point.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Ray gonna return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense gonna have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
On second down, here's Wilson. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Giants.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
That's to Robinson. He's got it. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Dale Robinson. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Eagles' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. It's Tracy looking to run. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
2nd and 10. He'll run with Tracy. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Forced out wide. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
That's another New York Giants. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
They keep feeding him. 15 more on the ground. And another first down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a designed runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
He'll get this out wide. And no chance to turn and go. That's one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
We working up the wide receiver.
3rd down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in.
That's interference.
That might make this a first down. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York.
It just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Eagles 10.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one's down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll be second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. To throw is Hurts. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
At the 37-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
At this stage of the game, Mike, these are the plays that can alter the outcome. You find yourself trailing here in the second half. He's doing everything he can to keep this drive alive. A little bit through the air. This time, it's with his legs, and he picks up a huge first down.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Quickly out to Smith. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to run it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To throw on second down is Hurts. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Hurts now. He'll step up and run this.
Jalen Hurts scrambles from the pocket. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
You could tell pretty quickly that when this quarterback decided to pull it down himself, Mike, he knew exactly where that first down marker was. That's a great effort He didn't get it by much, but it's a good spot, and it gets him the first down.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that will lead to a second down. Now Hurts. Out wide. Here's Smith. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run.
And he will get into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And that's just another element that defenses have to worry about when playing a team like this. You match up with all their skill guys in the route concept, but then there's nobody left to account for the quarterback, and he ends up making the play. Big-time finish, big-time play, and they end this drive with 6.
Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Ray gonna return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Russ. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. On second down, Russ. Room to run past the 30. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Tie game, second half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game, so it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
3rd and long. of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he will go all the way. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Defense.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Hurts reaching for it. The tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Second down throw for Hurts. Going for it all. That is a big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 51 yards.
And how impressive was that, Mike? I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. To the air again. Hurts. To the left side. It's caught by Brown.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Hurts will try it again. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. swamp. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Come a little closer. Here's second and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Jones now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. Quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Malik Neighbors. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second and 6. On the give, it's Tracy. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Third and 2. Now Wilson. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards. Here's first and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Finding space at the 15. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he will score! Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, Giants. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now, Gano for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Defense.
So the lead is 7 now here in this fourth quarter. The tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Now it's second and 1. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
First down, Eagles.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Philadelphia.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
Man in motion is Smith. Off the play fake, Hurts. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Third down coming up.
So I'm not really sure if that would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way, but at least if that ball's completed, third down's just a little bit more manageable, because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in third and pass.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. Those are the momentum swings that get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6, thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st you stick your hand up, that's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
24.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Start on the ground with Barkley. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Now Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's a short one. Hawkeye got him. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the...
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
Hurts again. There's that man again. Another catch.
Number 11, A.J. Brown. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Again, Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. Trying to get away, but he will not. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
They'll try it now with Dillon. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Eagles.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
Woo! And he will score! Game on! Saquon Barkley, touchdown Eagles! 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Ray gonna return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Carry here for Tracy. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
That's good for a Giants.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
From the shotgun, Wilson. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Eagles offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, 2nd and inches. Here comes Barkley. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
He's brought down at the
And the key to this balanced attack, like the one we're seeing here, Mike, is that everything looks the same. The defense is constantly on their heels as they try to diagnose what play's coming next. That level of unpredictability gives them the edge on any given down.
Be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Wilson Adiba.
So you find yourself in the 2-minute offense. You understand you're losing. There's a sense of urgency. There's a pace and a rhythm to your offense, but you can't be reckless. You don't want to turn the ball over. Give yourself as many downs as possible to bring your team back, and really nice job by the defense. They may have very well just sealed that win.
Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but 1 first down will essentially end the game. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
The 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. They run on the jet sweep, and he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense, no gain. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. We use the last of their timeouts, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So now, Graham Gano, the veteran, in another pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
It is second down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Pass to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.